My name is Lauren Crawford, a language teacher for school, and I'm so happy to welcome you to Jack Thompson's senior speech. This represents self-introspection and vulnerability. I'm very pleased as well to welcome Jack's parents, Kelly and Rob Thompson, as well as his brother, Alex Thompson, and friends Mrs. Monig and Mrs. Jennifer Jedroy, just cutting in and out, who have come to support Jack. Would you please join in extending There we go?
Yep.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Would you join me in extending a warm welcome to them all? Now, when Jack approached me with this topic, I was so excited that Journey, one of my favorite 80s bands, had been such an inspiration for him. I look forward to On Your Lips, Don't Stop Believin', and Open Arms, as well as a lively discussion of Steve Perry's replacement with Steve Augeri. Actually, I jest. This faith journey is so much better than that. Through our daily classroom interactions and weekly advisory discussions, Jack demonstrated a keen interest in developing not just his intellect or his body, but also his soul. Teaching Jack and supporting him as his advisor allowed plenty of time to observe his maturity and determination. He asks questions. He listens thoughtfully. He expands a topic with curiosity and intelligence. He is a young man who loves to engage in complex dialogue and learn from teachers, mentors, family, and peers. In class, he usually follows up an explanation with a sincere why. Augusta Prep is pretty lucky that Jack joined our community in 8th grade. He brought a servant's heart to his peer group, joining the Service Club, FCS, Personal Finance and Investment Club, Student Section, and Chorus, as well as serving in leadership roles. Jack found a home on the prep basketball team, forging a stellar high school sports career and creating an incredible bond with his teammates. Jack is good-natured, easygoing, but no pushover. He knows his mind and his values, and he prioritizes collaboration towards shared goals. Not surprisingly, Jack's extracurricular activities focus on church, more sports, golf in particular, and hanging out with his friends. He's a textbook extrovert, and I love him for that. Jack is a serious, thoughtful young man. His topic today reflects a genuine concern for choices, consequences, and courage. Please, let's give our undivided attention to Jack as he speaks about his faith journey.
First, I would like to start off by thanking Senator Crawford for the wonderful introduction. You've helped me grow so much as a person and as a student over the past 4 years. I would also like to thank God and my parents for giving me this opportunity to grow and succeed at Augusta Prep. I would like to thank my brother for being a caring and supportive friend in my life, and without your help, I would not be where I am today. When you were a kid, do you remember what you wanted to be when you grew up? Back in elementary school, you might have thought about being a doctor, perhaps a teacher, or maybe an astronaut. I knew just what I wanted to be, a professional soccer player. In my dreams, I would play alongside the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar. But in middle school, however, the fantasy of joining the big leagues became less and less realistic. Professional soccer was something I had dreamt of for many years, but by high school, basketball had taken its place. My goals in life had changed just like that. My point here is that whether you dreamed of operating on a heart, floating around in space, or putting up with loud teenage basketball players every day, you had to start somewhere, and the first step always starts with faith. Now, when you were younger, you most likely looked up to someone, perhaps a hero. My childhood faith in Ronaldo's ability to score from absolutely anywhere on the soccer field inspired rigorous afternoon drills. My work ethic kept me focused as I practiced, hoping for the perfect free kick. Generally, we associate heroes with courage and remarkable achievement, even if it is just the perfect free kick. The respected American author and professor of literature, Joseph Campbell, spent a lifetime studying the roles of heroes in human history, mythology, and comparative religion. He said, quote, "A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself," end quote. I consider soccer great Cristiano Ronaldo a genuine hero. He inspired me not only through his skills, but also with his pure dedication, telling his fans that, quote, "Talent without working hard is nothing," end quote. Campbell wrote many academic and thought-provoking books, including The Hero's Journey, in which he detailed the process of becoming a hero in the literary sense. He described a three-step process of departure, conflict, and return. Quote, "Understood psychologically, the journey symbolizes the rediscovery of the unconscious, from which an adult has lost contact in the process of growing up. In other words, rediscovery of that original and perhaps forgotten potential that each person possesses." Joseph Campbell has set a standard for literary heroes in countless books, video games, and movies today. One example of a popular hero you might be familiar with is Harry Potter. Harry's journey starts as an outcast 11-year-old boy receiving an invitation to Hogwarts, a school dedicated to training young witches and wizards. Harry leaves his normal human life to join the wizarding world, where he is abruptly pushed out of his comfort zone and makes friends who help him overcome the central conflict, his nemesis Voldemort. Harry faces this embodiment of evil many times throughout the 7-book series, and becomes a hero through his ultimate sacrifice to save all of humanity. We see another example of the hero's journey in Luke Skywalker, the protagonist of the Star Wars saga. Luke starts his journey as a humble farm boy on the far reaches of civilization on a dusty desert planet. But in a twist of fate, he is called to action by Obi-Wan Kenobi to rescue Princess Leia from the powerful villain Darth Vader. As the series continues, he helps the rebels defeat the Empire and discovers his true identity as a Jedi Knight. Katniss Everdeen's desire to improve the lives of her family and community in the Hunger Games series follows the same pattern. A young outcast faces an impossible challenge and overcomes the odds. You could even say that Taylor Swift's career traces a similar pattern. I offer these examples to help you understand what a true hero's journey looks like when portrayed in popular culture. More importantly for me are examples found in religion. The Abrahamic faiths contain significant figures who underwent the hero's journey. The Jewish people looked to Moses, who, called by God, left his home and everything he knew to lead thousands of Israelites out of slavery by parting the Red Sea, ultimately saving them. Christians worship Jesus, who sacrificed his life in order to save the world from sin, even going head-to-head with Satan in the desert, denying himself any small human comfort in order to avoid temptation. Muslims venerate Muhammad, who is subject to hate, insult, and mockery throughout his life as a prophet, spreading the message of the Quran. Absolute faith in God led Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad to overcome rejection, abuse, and even death to inspire generations and serve as a template for how to live a holy life. A common theme throughout each hero's journey in the Abrahamic religions is the supernatural help from God. Nobody makes this journey alone. We cannot navigate the obstacles of life alone, and so we rely on our communities. They create a safe environment for us to grow and navigate obstacles that we each face in our day-to-day lives. A study conducted by the National Library of Medicine concluded that adults who felt that they were part of a community had reduced the symptoms of anxiety, depression, and stress. The study also adds that joining communities in new social environments can help prevent these symptoms. Having a community matters. It is your support system, and it will help you to succeed despite the overwhelming number of college applications you may be facing. My community has impacted me on so many different levels throughout my faith journey. It includes my family, friends, coaches, and teachers. From the mundane to the profound, my community gives me what I need every single day. My mom recently urged me to get used to doing my own laundry, as I am heading off to college soon. Coach Gruber tells me to, quote, shoot and don't think, and Alex works on math homework with me every day. These people have led me onto a path that inspires confidence and hope for what is to come. And without them, I would not be the person standing here today in clean clothes with my homework mostly completed. My family helps me through tough times, especially adjusting to a new environment after changing schools in the 8th grade. My friends encourage me and give me relatable advice. And my coaches help me to keep a positive mentality through all the ups and downs of basketball. And I am grateful for the life lessons I have learned through the sport. My teachers help me grow not only as a student, but also as a person, nurturing my faith in myself even when I'm struggling. All of the people that have helped me, my community, have enabled me to overcome the doubts that weigh me down. My faith gives me the confidence to be who I am and to be unique. And I no longer worry about constant validation because I have faith. This faith journey truly started for me on the 25th of March, 2023, when I was confirmed into the Catholic Church. Since I was baptized at birth, this act means that I have firm and will continue to follow the beliefs and traditions I learned both in church and at home. This day marked a significant achievement for my adult relationship with God. I have been Catholic all my life. I often struggled with my faith in the Catholic Church over the past 17 years. I fell asleep in church and got bored very easily. I took it all for granted. But after my confirmation last year, my interest in what my Catholic faith meant to me started to grow. I sought out videos and books, looking for ways to incorporate these values into my life. Later, in May of 2023, my parents organized what would become one of the most influential trips of my life. We left for Italy in late May, and this trip truly triggered my interest to learn more about the Catholic Church. We went to the Mass, or the Catholic worship service, in the Vatican, celebrated by Pope Francis. As I watched hundreds of reverend bishops, priests, and altar servers holding incense, I felt overcome by the grandeur and power of my faith. I left the Mass inspired and with a deeper understanding of what being Catholic means. This Mass, as well as the entire trip through Rome, redirected my outlook on the world. And while I still admire Cristiano Ronaldo as a hero, I now look to Jesus as my main source of inspiration. Through reflection and prayer, I realized how my faith has strengthened me throughout my life, and I am forever grateful for everything that has come from it. If you don't believe in God or a higher power, I encourage you to have faith in someone or something. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your friends. Have faith in your family. Have faith in your heroes. Heck, be a hero. Because without faith, there is no hope. So let us have faith, and with the hope that comes from it, we can face any challenge and face a brighter future together. Thank you.